did you know that I'm both self-responsible and there's a world outside of me full of conditions and situations that I have no control over? Oh my God, two things that seem to contradict that are both true. What I do see is there are phases in awakening that is more what I'm interested in. And the first phase is like level 1 of waking up. You know, it's like, oh my God, I just realized, did you know the things they taught us in school weren't true? Oh my God, I'm not just like a meat body. Did you know there's more? Like that's like, you know, level 1 spiritual awakening, you know? And so there's a lot of people going through that level, and that's, I think, part of this addiction to kind of conspiracies and whatnot is, oh my God, some things they said aren't true. You know, it's a really the basic level of wake up. And then I think the next level is we start to realize the conditions inside of our own body are shaping our world. So oh my God, I just realized the baggage from my parents and my history is shaping what I experience. Everyone isn't abusive. It's just that my dad was abusive, so I've anchored abuse as a reality, and now I find that everywhere I go. And so then it's wound and trauma and shadow work and emotional healing and all those things that are really, like, they're really wonderful things, but that's just another level of like, okay, the emotional body exists. And then I think the next level is this ability to hold polarity, you know, this ability to hold like, did you know that Donald Trump is both good and bad? You know, did you know that I'm both self-responsible and there's a world outside of me full of conditions and situations that I have no control over? Oh my God, two things that seem to contradict that are both true. And that level also is where purpose and alignment to something bigger starts to come in. And so what I notice is that in the awakening journey, we've got these 3 levels all starting to happen, and they sound really different to each other. And the people in those different levels, like, they're going to argue with each other, because if you're in the level of like, nah man, it's all a conspiracy because, you know, and do you know, we're not just flesh, we're all made of energy. And then like, if you've been around you've been a bit more awake for it, you're like, yeah, I figured that out when I was 16 and I had my first acid trip, like, big deal. But did you know that my emotional conditioning, and then beyond that is like, I'm just here to be of service to something bigger. And all that other stuff is very fine and very interesting, but it's not that important once you've started to anchor. So I'm more interested in those stages. And I guess the cool thing about big challenges like COVID or any other massive thing is that it actually forces awakening. Like, it forces people that if everything was hunky-dory, they would probably just continue with an outwards facing reality. Like, when the shit hits the fan, that's when you're forced into one of these levels of awakening, because you have to start to look inwards. So that's kind of more how I'm looking at things.